Right. In trying to catch 5 Lominsan anchovies, starting in the lower decks of Limsa Lominsa, and then figuring out that there's basically a 100% catch rate in the Silver Bazaar area of Western Thanalan, I think it is. Um, Hit level 5. And bigger fish to fry is the level 5 fishing quest. This dude over here has a plus quest that is level 1, I believe, for fishing and is related to fishing all over the world, but I don't know what it is yet. I will make a video for that, but I want to do just the regular stuff right now. Here we go. Given to us by Sisipu in the Fishing Guild, Lower Decks, Limsa Lominsa. I smell that you haven't been neglecting your duties. A commendable attitude. No one's ever gotten worse at anything by practicing. No one I know, at least. Then again, you can't expect the same old tricks to work with new fish. Big ones don't grow to be that way, chasing everything that wiggles on a hook. To catch the fish you want, you must first know what the fish wants. Only once their prize is at stake, can you tantalize and tempt your prey to taste the forbidden tackle. Anchovies may be willing to settle for lugworms, but harbor herring have a discerning palate that prefers pill bugs. But don't take my word for it. Go and see for yourself. Pick up some pill bugs from Cineil. That is Sam Y Nancy E Y H I L. Cineil over in West Hawker's Alley. Then use them to catch 3 local harbor herring. Like anchovies, they can be caught right outside. In case you have a mind to return to your previous spot, you should know that fish aren't as foolish as most might think. Keep casting your line in the same waters, and you'll find that fewer folk will take the bait. There's also a level 3, just regular quest given by her about ordering a new fishing boat. I'm gonna do that as well, just not in this video for now. And as I'm gonna try to do, cause wait, what do we get? We got reduce the amount of time for the next fish to bite by chumming. Costs 100 gathering points, GP. We'll call it GP from now on, just FYI. Harbor herring. Yeah. A lot of fish seem to be only good for deep synthesis. Interesting. Lower decks with pill bug bait. That's exactly what the quest says. Someone else says versatile lure. Nah. She said Hawker's Alley. Okay. A really crazy name. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a ew. I can't tell what shops are which just by looking at the big map. So we're gonna find that crazy name, which looks like it's right here. Right here. A Rogadan man named Cineil. I'm gonna go items. Yeah. Okay. Pill bugs. If you're gonna do, I don't want to have to run back here. So we'll just buy 99. Could be a mistake. Is what it is. I'll cross that bridge. And then lower Lenosha. Sorry, lower decks. These guys are saying like 3.3/11.3, 7.5, 15.4, 7, 11. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go right outside the guild. Make sure to change your bait to pill bugs. Put my earbud back in. Wait, do I have sound on? I do. Okay. You get 2 exclamation points for this one. And we got a harbor herring. Exactly what we're going for. We're going to get level 7 off of this cast, probably. 864 experience points for that last catch. It was the first time catching that fish, so we'll see if we get the same here. 429, so yeah, first time gives you that bonus. 101% bonus. Interesting. And cast number 3. We almost hit level 7 off that. We were very, very, very close. Literally 13 experience points away. So this will be 7 for sure. Cool. Harbor herring number 3. We might hit level 8 from turning these in, but we'll see. I might actually do these other... I have some time to kill while my potato cooks, so... Bring me 3 harbor herring, Mercy. This will test both your ability to use pill bugs as bait and your ability to count. Fuck you. I counted 5 of the anchovies earlier, you jerk. Cutscene. She's inspecting my herring. There's nothing better than salted harbor herring, save for perhaps fried harbor herring or grilled. No, definitely salted. You know, in the yesteryears of my youth, I used to use every fish I yanked out to yield a bigger one. A good gamble until the game got gargantuan. I guess I got greedy, says Wawalago, who has joined us again. Scaring or surprising Sisipu. Where did you... Well, sometimes it's best to throw back the big ones. Good gods, what's a guildmaster got to do to garner a grain of gratitude? Acting respectable would be a start. Respectable? I sailed the seas and snared everything that swam in them. And that would be an accomplishment if by everything that swam in them you meant fish and not lady divers. All you ever brought back were stories about carousing with trollops. He gives a little jig. But chauvinism is just a red herring. The harbor herring are what's important, namely the lesson of thinking from the perspective of the fish when selecting bait. Okay. In that regard, I can say you truly have the mind of a fish, so here is a treat. Some of it might seem like gibberish at first, but as you make observations and jot down notes, eventually all of it will be gibberish. Okay. Well, take some time to study up, but be careful not to fry your fish brain. You'll need it for your next lesson. The fishing log is a chronicle of your experiences as a fisher. I've already got it. Peruse the fishing guide for fishing locations and detailed fish data, or reflect upon your accomplishments by reviewing your records. We get our maple fishing rod, level 8, so I can't equip it yet, but very close, and crayfish balls times 99, which I think I might already have some because I made some with culinarian, maybe? I'm not sure. Ooh. I don't know if perception matters for fishing, but I want the gathering hands there. 12 gathering versus 8. But also 4. I don't know what the perception's about. I can't remember what that's for. We'll find out in a second here. But I'll take the hands, even though I could use some pants, to be honest. Can't equip the rod yet. Na 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 na. Okay. We're a little bit over halfway to level 8. We're gonna do this other quest here, back in the water, and see if we can. It's level 3, given to us by Sisipu. We'll see what it's about. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but fisherfolk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned Naldik and Vimelis for its crafts, but they are beastly busy these days. If you want for something to do, mayhap you could run over to the Armorers Guild and consult with Forge Master Ananza in my stead. That's H apostrophe Nancy AA Nancy ZA. I would know how long we might have to expect to wait. I can't turn that in until I'm level. Oh wait, no. Never mind. That's the next fishing quest, level 10. Stupid. Okay. Armor's Guild. The closest is the Aft Castle. We'll sprint right after that. I honestly don't know if I will ever do blacksmithing and armorsmithing. Is that the other name for it? On this character. I'm kind of just doing culinarian because I want to not have to try to find, like, beg, like, scour everywhere for food. But here's the guild master, Hananza. A new boat, Makot, female, I think. A new boat for the Fisherman's Guild? I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we have recently taken on a commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. She thinks about it. But look, I will see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would be loath to disappoint Sisipu. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. 120 experience points will definitely not level us up. 115 gil. I'm just going to sell these immediately, but you get an ether or a potion. I'll take the ether, even though I probably won't use it to sell it. What's this next quest you got here? No, not going to do that. Okay, alright, well, I still got time. So let's sprint back. We'll do this other plus quest to see kind of what that's all about. All about. Then I'm gonna probably look up a fishing guide to figure out where I should go for things and stuff. I don't think I can catch anything to be used currently for my culinarian stuff. I'm pretty sure like the fish I'd be looking for would start around like 10 or 15. We'll see. Okay, anyway, we're gonna talk to this guy's name is Frank H.I.L. Sam Nancy O.E. Phil Snow, right next to Sisipu. All the fish in the sea. Here we go. Level 1 also gives us 10 versatile lures, which I've heard a lot about in a lot of these. The Orzia database, I think you can look up each individual fish. Like, a lot of them can be caught with this lure. I don't think it's always the best lure to use, which would make sense because it's versatile. That's kind of the point of it, I would say. Here we go. Is it Rogadin? It's got a black, mostly black or charcoal gear, a little bit of brown leather as well. His head has a like a black bandana kind of thing just tied over the entirety of his head. Well, if it ain't mercy, you may have just taken up your rod, but anyone can see you've got the keen eye of a fisherman. I reckon you're looking to make that eye keener still. Bigger fish, more exotic locales. Aye, that's what we all seek, ain't it? It just so happens I can tell you how to find them. You see, the Fisherman's Guild has just finished constructing a vast boat equipped for voyages on the high seas. As far as I know, Captain Frank O.E. R.Z.A.G.Y.L. Forzagel is looking for a band of fishermen adventurous enough to brave the deepest fishing hole of them all. If you think you've the stones for it, I'm sure he'll be glad to take you on. Sure. We'll go over to the Arcanist Guild via this telepoint. Ethernet, whatever. Where did it? Okay. And then we'll run to the edge, the southwestern. Oh shit! You can't jump in the water. I was scared for a second. The southwestern edge of the docks here. Forzagle. I don't know. Cutscene talking to this Rogadan man. We see the cloudy sky, the sun kind of barely visible through it. I'm walking along the docks. Another daring soul come to join our crew, eh? Then let me be the first to welcome you to the Endeavor. He pounds his fists together a couple times. Now this ain't your regular fishing boat. We sail it where we please, holding only the course the wind provides to us. Aye, that's the only way we can see the unseen, know the unknown. His Rogadan female, Thoda. That's Delta R-Y Sam K Tom H-O Tom A. Captain Forzagle, if I may. The Endeavor is the Guild's only ship of this magnitude, and if we, as you say, sail only where the wind pleases to take us, we may not ever return to this port. The Guild may not look favorably upon such liberal use of its property. He kind of puts his hand on the back of his head, and she looks distraught that he's not listening, maybe, I don't know. She turns to me. My apologies for foregoing an introduction. I'm Drisk Thota, sent from the Fisherman's Guild to oversee this venture. Why am I here when the ship already has a captain, you ask? Well, as you may already know, members of our trade, Master Wawalago and Captain Forzagle included, seem to have difficulties managing time. I suppose the concept becomes something of an afterthought when one becomes so focused on water's surface. Regardless, I am here to ensure the ship adheres to its schedule, both by managing its finances and ensuring new crew members board smoothly. The Endeavor shall embark upon any number of predetermined routes, each of which have this port as their final destination. Rest assured, if you fail to join one voyage, the ship will return before long. The route we travel will be determined by our departure time, and you may speak with me if you wish to know the route before boarding. Pray bear in mind that we must keep on to a strict schedule. We cannot take on more crew members after we have begun boarding, and there are no exceptions to this rule, even for captains. He nods a couple times. Aye, I hear ya. When we board the ship is when we get to the exciting part. Fishing! Here, take these lures. They're certain to attract something worth displaying on your wall, or at the very least, worth eating. Oh, the fish, not the lures. Yeah. He hands the versatile lures, I think, to me. We'll find out in a second, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I nod to him with a smile. Should be enough to last for one voyage at least. If you're looking for other kinds of bait, you can buy it here on the docks or on the ship. Try to switch it up now and then, because if you only use the same bait, you're only going to keep catching the same fish. And that ain't why we do this, is it? He gives a smile. And one last thing. While Drisk Thoda here may be in charge of the particulars on land, once we're on the ship, it's my word you'll heed. So when I say we're fishing here or we're sailing there, I won't hear no objections. As long as we're clear on that, I believe there'll be bounteous fish for us all. Yeah. Fishing for us all. Fishing for all. And with that, the Endeavor is yours to board. If you wish to enter the ship, or if you would like a more detailed explanation of what it is we do, you only need ask. All fish in the sea is complete, 100 experience points, 10 versatile lures. He gives a big thumbs up. Ocean fishing unlocked. Potential crew members may register to board the Endeavor in 15-minute intervals, occurring every 2 hours. Earth time. However, the Endeavor will depart early if the number of crew members reaches 24. Using lures. In addition to bait, there exist several types of man-made lures. Lures are applied to your line in the same manner as bait. Fish can sense the difference between live bait and lures, therefore it may take longer for you to register a bite. On the other hand, lures can be reused multiple times, as well as employed to land prey too large for smaller bait. Being able to choose the right bait or lure for the situation is what separates the amateur from the professional. Yeah. I like to hit level 8 in order to be able to... I don't actually know how desynthesis works, to be entirely honest. I haven't desynthesized anything so far. Okay. I think I have Fisher. I have the gear saved. So let's pop over to Culinarian for a second and see if... I don't know how to desynthesize. I haven't... Do I... Is there an action that I will learn eventually that's desynthesize? Apparently not. I don't know. Weird. Okay. I don't know anything about anything. Let's just use a pill bug. Actually, I'll switch over to Lugworm because he catch just whatever the hell, you know, a wide variety. So when I was leveling Culinarian and making those videos, I thought that your crafting points, your CP, would regenerate over time. That's actually unique to gathering points. So if I were to use, let's say, Chum, reduce the amount of time for the next fish to bite, costs 100 GP, cancels current mooching opportunity. I don't know what that means. You'll see that this, I got 305. I just used the 100. I had 400, 305, 310, 315. So this is the one that regenerates over time. I don't remember if there's a... Got another ancho. I just want to hit level 8 so I can... I have not even regenerated half of that cost yet. We have just now regenerated that. So, use these how you want to, but the usage of them takes time to regenerate back. Fish size, you're level 8 by the way. The higher your perception rating, okay, so that's what perception is for, the better chance you have of landing a large-sized fish. Depending on the variety, it may be usable for mooching. Is mooching... Oh, I think I remember, like, you can use... I got sneak, too. Tread quietly, enabling you to avoid enemies up to 4 levels above your own. That's awesome. I'm going to switch bait over to C, because for V is my sneak on my rogue, my ninja. The Disciple of the Land action Sneak allows you to conceal yourself from enemies so that you may log, mine, or fish without fear of being attacked. Be mindful, however, that this ability is not effective against enemies with a level significantly higher than your own, so up to 4 times your level, I think. Sorry. Okay, that is for sure it for now. I will figure out eventually, I guess, how to... I'm probably have to look it up, like how to... Oh, I have to... let me equip the thing first. A new fishing rod. Gathering currently at 57, perception currently at 18 with this new rod. And then I'll figure out what I want to do as far as fishing, or I might switch over to... Actually, speaking of switching, let's toss that. Sell it. Cool. Yes, sorry. Long video. But I did like 3 different things. And a little bit of fishing, a little bit of explanation of things. And anywho, I will see you guys next time for whatever video of mine you watch next. Bye-bye for now.